All right, class, so today we're going to start where we left off in person, which is going to be section 5.2, which is all about factoring trinomials. So trinomials are quadratic equations. We've seen them before. They're of this form, ax squared plus bx plus c, okay? And that's when a, b, and c are constants, okay? So in order to factor these, what we're trying to do is we're trying to pull this middle term bx apart into two pieces. We're trying to undo FOIL. So what we want to do is we're going to first take our leading coefficient a and multiply it by c. Then we need to find the factors of AC that add up to b. And then we can rewrite our middle term using these factors from step 2. And then we can factor by grouping like we did in section 5.1. So let's work through a few examples of these because this I'm sure sounded a little confusing. So step 1. The first thing I want to do is multiply A and C. In this case, A is 1, right? We've got an invisible coefficient of 1 right here. And C is 10. So we've got A, B, C. So if I take A times C, I'm going to get 10. Okay? And that's my step 1. Okay. Next, I want to figure out what are the factors of AC that add up to B. So AC is 10. So let's make a table of some of the factors of 10. So this is our step 2. So 10, I know that factors into a 2 and a 5, right? 2 times 5 is 10, and 2 plus 5 is 7, but we need -7. So what do we think we're going to do here? We're going to need to take -2 times -5. That's because -2 plus -5 add up to -7, okay? And -5 times -2 gives us 10. So we did it. We found the factors of AC whose sum is B. Next, we need to rewrite our middle term as a sum or difference, so either using addition or subtraction, using these factors we found in step 2. So now instead of having -7x, I'm going to have -2x minus 5x. So let's write this down. Okay. Isn't my handwriting great, guys? All right, so the next step it is factor by grouping. So we need to get our grouping symbols right here. We've got some parentheses. We write this as addition, right? Because we want to have the negative over here. Oh, gosh. So x squared and -2x, the greatest common factor there is going to be an x. So that's what we pull out. So that leaves me with x times x minus 2. All right. Then I look over here. I have -5x and +10, right? Do we like negative leading coefficients? No. So I'm going to pull out that -5. -5 times x gives me -5x. And -5 times 10, -2 is going to give me a +10. I know I have factored this by grouping correctly because these two are the same, right? That's our goal. So I collect my common factors. So I get x minus 5 times x minus 2. As we can see, I undid my FOIL, right? If I was to FOIL these back out, I would get back to our original answer. Now, one thing I want you to notice. In step 2, we found that our factors were -2 and -5. Well, here I have x minus 5 and x minus 2. This rule only works if we have a leading coefficient of 1. So let's do another example with a leading coefficient of 1, and then we'll take a look at what happens when a doesn't equal 1.